Yesterday we talked about, how this game would tell you something about the character of your team, and what do you think they showed in pulling out this win?
Well, I thought our guys showed great toughness. First of all, we showed great toughness to build a lead. And then when we lost the lead, we showed great toughness. After losing the lead and having to go to overtime, it would have been very easy for our group or many groups not to be able to bounce back, because obviously it was deflating. And certainly the memory of Newark is still in our guys' minds. And so I was really concerned before overtime started in that huddle that our guys may not be where they needed to be mentally. And I was wrong. They were. And our guys showed great toughness in the overtime period. Seton Hall's a really good team. They're so darn physical and athletic, and boy, they can rebound. And some of that we can do better, but some of that's they're really good at it. But really proud of our team. We had contributions from a number of different guys. I thought the three guys off our bench who played a lot of minutes really did a nice job for us. Dwayne Wilson did a great job defensively. Rodriguez got going at the start of the second half, and so we put Dwayne in there, and he was able to slow him down a little bit. Again, you're not going to shut him out, but he was able to slow him down a little bit. Caton Reinhardt made some huge free throws, very pressure-free throws. And then I tell you, Matt Hauser, what a performance. I mean, I don't know if you guys know how incredibly, he didn't play in the second half, and then he's playing the whole overtime. Not only is he playing it, but he makes a number of critical plays. And that was really fun. I'm happy for Matt, because there's nobody in our program that works harder or has a better attitude. And boy, without him tonight, we lose. And so that was a great job by Matt.
So speaking of Matt Hauser, which is what I was going to ask you about, do you say anything to him going into the overtime? He hasn't necessarily played big minutes in high pressure games like this before. Did you say anything to him going into the overtime?
Not specifically. Matt battles, and when he's on the floor, he's going to give you what he has. It's never a question with Matt of effort. And so I know whatever he had, we were going to get. I just didn't know he was going to make, 3 or 4 game, potentially winning plays.
You went with Haney for the whole game and Markus for 42 out of 45 minutes. What was it about what they were doing tonight that led you to say, you know what, these are my guys, I'm just going to roll with them?
Well, they both played great. And, Haney's our best defender. It's very hard not to have him on the floor, because in our league, there's more than one good perimeter player on each team. And it's hard not to have him on the floor. He's got I don't know what Carrington ended up with, 8 for 18. I mean, he competes, and it was great to see him really be poised offensively tonight. He played an outstanding game. He had 5 assists, 1 turnovers. And then Markus is just a bad boy. I mean, 17 years old. Are you kidding me? And in overtime, we just went to a middle ball screen, and Markus, usually he's coming off ball screens for his own stuff. The growth that he showed tonight is when he came off it and he drew a crowd, he made some exceptional passes. I don't think any bigger than the one to JJ in the left corner for 3. So that really shows some growth. He handled their press well. He had 6 assists, no turnovers. He's a good player.
Yeah, sticking with Markus, it feels like every night we ask you how impressed you are with him, especially at the beginning of Big East play. He's really been a stud. But 42 minutes in this game and no turnovers, 6 assists and no turnovers. And you mentioned the assist to Juwan. It felt like a lot of those baseline drives, the crowd was on their toes thinking maybe he was going to step out of bounds, and he comes up with a big play. Do you ever worry about him at all, or are you just he's got the keys to the car now?
What do you think I should do? We all have keys to the car. It's not a car that we only let one person drive. It's a team effort. But certainly Markus has established himself as incredibly important to our team. And The thing I love Marcus's competitive spirit, and he's like that on a daily basis. That's why he's going to be a hell of a player. Like any really good player you're around on a daily basis. You guys see it on the floor. I see it every day in practice. The kid comes ready. I mean, and for a young guy to understand that what you do in preparation will produce either good or bad results. He already knows that, and that's impressive.
You know, sticking with Markus, right after Powell missed that three at the end of the game, he ran straight up to you, gave you a big hug. What did he say? It seemed like he said something to you.
I will just keep that between him and I, but he said he liked me, I guess. So, yeah, no, I mean, I was a little taken off. You know, I'm not in the shape I used to be, so I was lucky he didn't knock me on my butt. But I'd be fine with that if he keeps getting 22-6 and 0 turnovers. So it was fun. It's fun to see the excitement our guys had. I mean, the loss in Newark was a difficult loss for us. You know, I think everybody within our group felt like, you know, we had a great shot to win and we didn't make the plays. But tonight we found a way to win, and it wasn't always artistic. But they don't give style points in the Big East standings. I haven't seen any of that in the Big East notes. So I'm proud of our guys for making plays to win.
Luke Fischer had a little bit of struggles here recently, and in the second half, he really kind of came out of it, it seemed. You guys trailed a little bit in the second half. Just talk a little bit about Luke's importance to this team and how getting him out of that little bit of a slump that he had been in really means something for you guys.
Well, it means a lot to Luke. And, you know, I think he may have lost a little confidence over the past few games. And, you know, obviously I told her, like, I believe in him and we need him. But they don't hand out confidence coupons. You got to go and do it on the floor. And I thought he played well in the first half, even though he didn't have big numbers. But he had 10 points and 7 rebounds in the second half. And he was really a terrific presence for us, you know, during that time. And he can do that. Look, the guy he's going against, Delgado's, is, you know, he's one of the top big guys in the country. I mean, he's a beast. He's so strong and physical and determined. I thought Luke really battled him well.
You guys had an extra guy on your bench tonight, and Harry Ferguson. You know, what brought him here? You know, and what do you see him contributing as he starts to practice with you guys, and then eventually gets to play with you guys?
Yeah, obviously we're excited that Harry's a part of our program. Obviously, Harry's somebody I knew of just with my international kind of experience. He's got a tremendous international reputation. He was MVP of a basketball without borders camp that the NBA runs. You know, he originally went to SMU to play with Coach Larry Brown, and then, you know, with whatever happened there, he didn't have an opportunity to. So I think Harry would tell you he wanted a fresh start, and you know, he'll be really good in practice, you know, especially as you're using him to prepare for other guys. You know, we have some walk-ons who do it, but certainly he's a high major player. And then, you know, I think he can be a real asset down the road. He's a talented kid. He's accomplished. He's played a lot of basketball. And you know, we're really thrilled that he's part of our program.
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.